Hi, this is Nikel Wright. Today I wanted to give you this review of leadpages.net. And this is the blog post that I've written to go along with this video. So if you're finding this on YouTube, you can click on the link down below and you can come on over to my blog and see even more information than I show in the video about lead pages. Okay, so for instance, one thing, if you're not quite sure what a lead capture page is, or a lead page, or a squeeze page, or a capture page, they're all the same thing. You will often, as you're surfing on the internet, you'll often see pages that have a place for you to enter information. Enter your email address, enter a name, a phone number, an address. It might be in exchange to see a bonus or get a video, to get a book, or download a PDF file, download a spreadsheet. Here on my site I have a online marketing kind of boot camp that you can subscribe for. So there will be many kinds of, sometimes they'll pop up in front of you and sometimes they'll be static on the page. So all different types of lead capture pages. This is actually the place when you have content or videos or articles on the internet and people will come across your information and they read it, and you want to know who they are, and they're obviously interested in your type of content, so you want to be able to stay in touch with them because people don't always buy the first time. So you want to be able to stay in touch with them, offer them some great value, some great tips and insights, build a relationship with them, and eventually maybe create some sort of business relationship or partnership with them. And so the only way you can do that is if you're able to get some contact information and stay in touch with them. And so that's what the lead capture page or the squeeze page does. It allows you to capture that information so that you can stay in touch with them, which is great. It also might be used for subscribing to a newsletter or registering for a webinar that you're offering. And you also get to get their information and stay in touch with them. So one of the great things about capture pages is you can put them basically all over the internet. You can tailor them to your target audience so that the image and the text will appeal to your target audience. And if you're having trouble picking your target audience, then come on over to the blog post, look down below, and you'll see a link to another blog post that I've written about how to pick your niche market, how you can really narrow down the market so you can help a specific set of people solve their problems and really establish a very tight relationship with those folks. So this is about the leadpages.net, and it's a software that will allow you to create a beautiful, professional, high converting, meaning when folks see the page, a large ratio of them will actually enter their information. So high converting lead pages so that you get the information. Now, one of the benefits about leadpages.net is that you can do it in just a matter of minutes with no coding, no programmers, and no graphic designers. You can upload your own images, which is, this is one that I've actually uploaded on my own. And then if you want to take advantage of their free programs, then you do have to know some coding and some programming in order to make those work, but they will allow you to download the template for free. So I'm going to click over now really quickly to lead pages and let you see what that looks like, and then we may come back to that blog post and I can point out a few more things if the video hasn't gotten too long by then. So here you are on the leadpages.net page, which you can access. I have a couple of links in the blog post, and I'll also put it down below this video. So you have a couple of links where you can come over here to their site and take a look around. They have great, very brief demo and tutorial videos. They have a really informative blog about lead pages and getting conversions, increasing conversions on those lead pages. So really great information even if you don't purchase the product. So this, you can come click on the button to purchase, however, or you can log in. Okay, so I'm already logged in. I'm going to click over here and show you, let's see, I'm going to back out and go to templates so you can see just the wide range of templates that they make available. So we have sales pages, opt-in, webinar, thank you, upsell, launch, and pre-cart pages. And I'm going to scroll through. In my post I mentioned that you can create a sexy 404 page. So if someone is surfing around your domain and they type in an address that's not exactly right, you can actually turn that into something, into a lead capture page, so that they get your free bonus and they put in their information, and then you can redirect them somewhere else, or allow them to back up to the page that they were originally on. You can create a basic centered squeeze page, and that's what I'm going to show you in just a second. You can create a sales page, webinar registration page. So if you've linked your leadpages.net program with your GoToWebinar account, you can do that. If you have a domain for sale, they have a great page for that. Google Hangouts, you can host your Google Hangout on your lead pages format. You can link it with your chat role service and your Google Hangout account and do that. You can provide giveaways on your squeeze page. So that could be a downloadable PDF, it could be a video, and you can also arrange for, they have a service called Lead Magnet Delivery that will, once you upload it to the service, it will deliver the PDF or the video for you. So now you don't have to worry about how am I going to get the file to my subscribers through my email management system. So that takes out one of the problems there. You can have a sales page. They have some templates for that. Templates for sales letters. Templates for reports. They have a special bonus with a countdown page, so you can get that cool countdown clock. That's pretty effective for getting people to enter their information and take action. You can get this video fake out squeeze page, so it'll show a picture and as if they could start watching the video, but then it'll say, you've got to enter your email, so that's cool. Because once people have gone that far, they're pretty committed, they really want to see it. So that's a good thing. What else do I want to highlight here? And then you'll see a great YouTube landing page which you can use for your YouTube videos, and it will get people to subscribe to your YouTube channel as well as subscribe to your email system. So that's very cool. Kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. And then the person who created this, Clay Collins, he works with a lot of great people in the industry, and so they work together to develop different pages, and I'm sure more will be coming. So here there's a page from James Scramco and James Wedmore, who's big on YouTube, and I saw a couple here. There's a Charles Kirkland page as well as a couple of Pat Flynn pages I saw yet. So here, and those are very popular guys in the internet marketing space. So let's see here. Let's go and quickly just create. I'm going to use this template. Oh, you'll also see here that you can use these on Facebook pages as a tab on your Facebook business page, for instance, and that they are mobile responsive, so they're going to display great on your mobile devices, and that you can also sort by conversion rate. So I'm going to click on that, and then we will see that the top converting pages will show at the top. So this is the way, if you're not exactly brand new to internet marketing, but this might be the first capture page that you're creating on your own, because maybe whatever you were a part of had standard templates already. So now you're taking the next step to come up with your own pages. You get the benefit though of templates. You can upload your own pictures, change text, change colors to make them unique to you, but you get the benefit now of using high converting pages templates from the very beginning. So you get the benefit of all kinds of industry experts who use these pages, but now you can create your own little twist and colors and see how those work. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and find that one. We're going to do the basic centered squeeze page. I want to show you really quickly how this works. So it comes up and it's already pre-filled. So then you can highlight, when you go to a certain area, you'll see this blue box. It's probably very faint on the video, but you'll see this highlighted area, and then you will see that area pop up over to the left hand side. So if we just click on this, now you'll see our cursor blinking, and we can edit that information, and we're going to see what it actually looks like live. Okay, so I typed in video instead of report, and we see that. For instance, I can change the color of the text. So now it's going to be red. Click OK, and I can see what that looks like. We can go down, select another box, click on it, and edit that. I'm going to take this out, for instance. Okay, I could make this, I'm going to make it pretty obnoxious. Nope, I'm not going to be able to see that very well. Highlight it, make it a color, click OK. So you can change and make all of this. You can change this one. We can change it. Enter your, how about enter your best email address. Click OK. You see the changes live. Again with this one, and the same with changing the text in here. Download. Okay. So here on our kind of a home screen, you'll see all the options that we have to tweak, and you'll see that some of them turn green, which means we've already edited these. So you can change the picture in the background, which I'm going to show you. I already have a couple uploaded. Let's see. I'm just going to grab one. They do have a recommended size for pixels, and I think the one I selected probably is much too small, but let's see what it does anyway. So they suggest that you have images that are 1440 by 1100 pixels, so that will give you, full coverage of the entire screen. And so you can also go to some royalty-free sites. I use 123 royalty free, or RF 123 RF, or either it's RF 123, I don't remember. So I use that one. The images work out to probably be maybe $1 a piece, and then you can upload those. Let's see, that's taken a minute, so I'm going to cancel that. Let's see. Still shows it's uploading, so let's come back to that in a second. We can change the button text, download the report, so we're going to say download the video. Legal information, you can change it, you can make it go away entirely. Same with privacy information. For instance, you could make it go away entirely. Privacy text, you can change it to say, I hate spam 2. Your email is 100% safe with me. Click OK, and then you'll see that down below. Okay? Let's see if it's finished. Nope. Let's come back to that. You also have the opportunity for your landing pages to actually rank in Google, and someone could come to them just by typing in the right search tools. So this one has, dirt cheap tools. So for instance, you might call this dirt cheap tools. And then you could enter a description, learn the 5 dirt cheap tools used for creating videos. edit that. You'll see that it's giving you the character count over here, and then you can add the keyword dirt cheap tools. So for instance, if someone happens to go to Google and they type in dirt cheap tools, then this page might very well pop up. You can create tracking for it, and you can change the style settings. So if you don't like the colors, you don't like the background, you want this to be blue or green or orange, you want the background to be a different color, you can adjust all of that. I'm not going to get into that. Style settings, and edit the pop-up. So at the end, for instance, if a person sees this and then they go to click away, you can create this message that will pop up and say, hey, whoa, don't go. And so you can create the text for that. You can redirect the user if they stay on the page. They can either stay on the page or you can send them to a different page, which gives you, a lot of great flexibility. Okay, so we'll do that. Save page name. I'm just going to call this test demo, and then you'll see the name. And then the page, let's see if we click save. The page will have the name. You'll set up your account with a username. And so that username may appear on all of your pages that you create. So it would be www.yourusername.leadpages.net and then the specific page name. Or if you decide that you want to publish that, I'll go back in a second because I didn't integrate the opt-in form. Then you can decide where you want to publish that. So see, this is my username, and then you'll see leadpages.net, and then you'll see the page. And so if you don't want all of this to appear, you can, for instance, publish it to your own domain, to your own server, and then it would have your domain name and then the page, which looks really like you're a professional marketer. So that's a good route. You can publish it to Facebook. You can publish it to WordPress if you have a WordPress blog. Or, if you haven't set any of this up yet, and this might be the first part of you getting your online presence, so maybe you've created some videos and you want a capture page and you want to go to your email marketing. So you haven't created your blog or any really authority content yet, very early in the game. That's okay too. You can still use the URL that they provide, because it will be published and saved to their domain, to their servers, and get going as fast as possible, since that's really what you want to do. So let me get out of that and go back to the opt-in integration. So opt-in integration, you can integrate with many different platforms. I think I'll show you a few when I go back to the blog. I'm integrated with Aweber because that's what I use. There'll be a link in the blog post where you can sign up for an Aweber account for $1 for the first month, so if you wanted to try that out. And then loading the Aweber accounts, and you'll have a form, and so you will link this. You'll select a form. It'll give you a field here. You'll select a form and you'll click OK, and then you'll be all set. When a person happens upon your page on the internet, they enter their email address. It's going to go to your form that you have set up over here, and then it'll pop up in your Aweber email management system, and they'll start getting emails from you which you've set up on autopilot, which is very cool. So let me, and I think I have signed in to Aweber, and let me quickly show you. Once you log into Aweber, and I do have another video on how to set up your Aweber, how to set up a list. So once you have your Aweber account set up, you have a list. You're going to go across the top to Sign Up Forms, click on Sign Up Forms, and click Create a Form. And it's going to show you different templates. I've got this pretty big so you can see it, but it's going to show you different templates that you select. I just go with the default since this doesn't actually show. It's just a way for the systems to talk to each other and gather the data. And if you remember on my opt-in form, I didn't have a place for the name, so I get rid of the name. All I want is the email, and I don't have to do any beautification, so to speak, of this form, remember, because it's not going to be visible anywhere. No one's going to see it. It's just a form. Save my form. It's just a form for me to tell lead pages that we want to use this form, and wherever this form goes. So now the next step, I'm going to click on go to step 2. Web form number 2, that was the name it automatically gave it. It's fine. I'm going to leave it there. And now I can show you a couple of things. You can pre-fill the information with, if the visitor is logged into Facebook, it can automatically kind of pre-populate. So when they see the opt-in form, it will have their information already filled in. You can test that out and see how it works for you. And then once they fill in the information, you can tell it where you want to send them. So you can create, for instance, a custom page, and you can enter a URL, which might be anything, let's see, it could be, just for instance, okay? So this is, a person sees your capture page, they enter their email, it comes through this form into your email management system, they become a lead, and they are now sent someplace. So you can send them to another video if you have it on YouTube or some other video hosting. You can send them to a page on your blog specifically designed to field those people. You can send them to just about anywhere that you want to send them, okay? And then they also, because their email address comes into your email management system, they will get then the first email from your email management system. So you remember to not duplicate those where you send them and the first email, or you might duplicate them because you want them to make sure to get that information. Okay, so we set this up and go on to step 3. You must save your form, so make sure to save that information so now it knows to take them to ESPN, for instance. And then there's various ways that you could publish the form, but we don't need to do anything else for lead pages. We would come into lead pages, come into opt-in integration. We have Aweber, and for some reason it's just spinning away, so I don't know what's wrong with it. But you'll get a list here, a drop-down box similar to this one. It'll show the different forms you have created in Aweber, and then you select the appropriate one. And then so you'll run through it in your head, and then you can also test it online. You'll go to, when it says publish, you'll go to this page. You can copy this, put it into your browser, hit enter, go to it, enter an email address that's not already that you haven't already used to test your Aweber, enter it, and see what page they're sent to. So that would be your thank you page, your URL that they go to, and also make sure that you receive the first email that's set up in your autoresponder. And once all of that is working, you are all set. Okay? So I hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial and walkthrough. You can see how quick and easy it is to actually make changes to some of the templates. I wasn't able to show you how to upload a picture, but it's very easy. If you go to background, and then you can click through your files that you have on your computer or on your desktop, maybe something that you've downloaded from a site that allows you to reuse the images online. You can upload the image and see how it looks, and then save and publish, and use the address that's provided by leadpages.net, or publish to your WordPress blog, your Facebook account, or your own domain that you have hosted on a server. So it gives you a lot of different options. And let's run back over to the blog really quick, as I have a couple of things I still want to point out. There's lots of other lead capture programs available, so I don't want to leave that out and act like this is the only one. There are quite a few that are really for an enterprise, a company with more than one person in their home office working their business. Um, and then there are several that are designed with the small business owner or home business owner in mind. I've posted some links to those, and I posted what I thought were, kind of the big things to differentiate them from leadpages.net. Really, hands down, Leadpages is still the winner for me. Price-wise, I'll go over that in just a second, and you get unlimited number of pages that you can create on an unlimited number of domains with the standard account as well as the pro account, which makes it a great value because everything else limits you maybe to 2 or 5 pages per month or 2 or 5 domains or so. So if you want a lot of flexibility, you want to be able to create and test a lot of pages in a lot of different places, this is definitely the way to go. Grab a sip of water. And the other program, which I will also do a review on, that I use is 22 Social, which is specifically designed for Facebook. So this one you can use on Facebook, but 22 Social is designed specifically and has some great functionality that's very unique to it. So that's really, those are the two that I use. Who developed it? We already talked about Clay Collins. He works with some of the great leaders in the industry. Some of the benefits I've highlighted. If you have want a low budget option, but you know some coding, you can use it. And really a low budget option because the pro membership only works out to $16.42 per month if you buy it annually, or I think about $35 for the annual pro subscription. So it's very affordable even compared to just about all of the other programs that are available. Delivery of your bribe or your freebie through the digital asset delivery program they have that's tied in. Creating a sexy 404 page, we talked about that. Flexibility in where and you can host your capture pages, which is great. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And then integration with all of the major autoresponders, which I showed you, and I'm particularly fond of Aweber, so I showed you how to work with that one and work with the forms in there. Unlimited landing pages, unlimited domains, which is a big deal as you're testing and learning your way, so you don't have to worry about that. The prices, it's $37 a month if you just do monthly for the basic, $67 a month for the pro, but if you do an annual membership, then it's 50% off plus. So that's $16.42 a month or $39.75 a month. It works out to be that. Of course, you have to pay the annual price. There's standard versus pro. So if you're going to go pro, you get really easy A/B split testing. You get their landing page course included, which they send to you through emails when you first start. You get to participate in the affiliate program, and you get to upload your own custom templates if you have your own templates, for instance, that you may have paid a programmer or a developer. The best thing about it, of course, it's fast, super easy. Even the video tutorials are super short and brief and good. And so you can do unlimited pages and unlimited domains because as you're targeting each niche market, of course, you want to have pages that speak directly to them. So you can do that absolutely on this. A couple of ways they can improve: provide more images to use for the background, because what you saw, they just have usually one standard background image. Then maybe it's coming, they'll have maybe Pinterest specific pages would be nice, and Facebook specific pages would be nice. We've already seen them come out with YouTube specific, a YouTube specific template, so that's great. And I would really like it if they would reveal the average conversion rates for the pages, in addition to just allowing you to sort by the highest conversion. I'd like to know what the highest versus the lowest was. Different types of pages I can create, we talked about that. It works on a Mac and a PC because it's web-based, basically, nothing to download. Okay, so I hope this has addressed all your questions. If you have another question that I didn't touch on, please enter it in the comment area. either on YouTube or on the blog. Go to the link down below and you can see the full text of the blog post that I've written, or you can also click on the link to go to Longtail Pro and watch leadpages.net and watch some of their videos and tutorials, and sign up and start creating your own very targeted landing pages. Thanks. See you soon.